What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode. So if you watched one of my prior episodes, you saw that I have recently started doing online auctions on this website called Proxibid. So what we're gonna do today is I actually won a handful of items from an auction up in Escondido. So I have to go today and go pick everything up. So I'm gonna show you guys real quick what I got, and then we're gonna get on the road, get up there, pick up our items. Let's check it out real quick. So right here, the first one that you see is this Ryan Reynolds autographed photo. So this one does not come with a COA, but for $15, I really couldn't pass it up. The next thing that I got was a autographed Ron Harper Heat jersey. So this one too does not come with a COA, unfortunately, but again, I ended up comparing it to some of his other autographs that I saw online. What I'm gonna do with these two things is I'm going to send those in to get authenticated, because that's just gonna make them worth more. So for 15 and 20 bucks, I can get them authenticated for about $15 a piece. And then for the Ron Harper jersey, that almost triples the value. For the Ryan Reynolds one, not that big of a deal, but it will, probably get me about $80 off of this $15 purchase. The next thing that we got was this Luka Maverick signed basketball. Now this one does come with a COA, which is awesome. As you see, we got that for $85. We had a best offer of $100 on there, so we were willing to go up to at least that price. I picked up a Jimmy Butler autographed jersey. This one came with a COA as well. This one was a little bit more pricey at $60, but they're going on eBay now for between $200 and $250. So this RG3 jersey, didn't really want it, but for 13 bucks, I mean, you can't go wrong. Who knows, could be a collector's item down the road. And finally, this graded Pokemon card lot. I ended up getting 3 of these. What really caught my attention is that if you look down here in the corner, these 2 are first editions. So this is an 8.5 out of 10. This is a 9 out of 10, and then this one's an 8.5 as well. It's just a fossil version, doesn't have the first edition on there, but 9 is a mint condition card, essentially. I mean, the best you can get is a 10, but anything really 7.5 and above is pretty clutch. So to get 2 of these, near mint condition, and then 1 mint condition card that are also first editions, but still that's going to, bring in a solid return, especially for only paying $23. So now that we check this out, let's go get on the road, go pick up these items and see what they look like in person. Come on, bud. Come here. You were there for a minute, you weren't? So as I just mentioned, we won a couple bids for Proxibid. I just went and picked everything up, so I wanted to go into detail about everything that I purchased. Benji is gonna help me out here as well. He actually came along for the ride. So all of this stuff I got for a grand total of $250, including the Maverick signed basketball, which my buddy Jesse is going to explain real quick.
But who is this guy, and what relevance?
He's just a rising star, man. He's from Slovenia, I think.
Okay.
International, just superstar. He was 19 when he came in the league.
So is he still in the league?
Yeah, he last year he was All NBA first team, which is the best 5 players by position.
So how much do you think that will go for? Because I looked up a couple.
It's hard to find.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
So
I couldn't really find a whole bunch of that one, especially with that COA. Apparently this is
a better COA.
A better COA. That's what those guys said.
I think with him, and it's all right, there's certain players that just sign.
Yeah.
They'll have these literal they'll come into a place and they'll sign for hours.
Yeah.
But he just doesn't have a lot of stuff out there.
Okay, so that was obviously a really awesome come up. He knows a ton about that kind of stuff, so I was really glad that he picked up that item. So now for the things that I got that I thought were worth bidding on. The first thing that I got was this Ryan Reynolds autographed picture. Now, this doesn't come with a COA, so I guess technically you're not really sure if it's real. However, I looked up his autograph on multiple different platforms. I Googled it, I checked out a bunch of different stuff, and it lines up exactly with what his actual autograph looks like. So, got this thing for $13. Then I ordered a new frame, so that was $10, so $23 total. And then what I'm going to do is actually get this authenticated. So I'm gonna send it in, make sure that it really is his autograph. And then I've seen these go on eBay for between 75 and 100 bucks. I mean, he's still a pretty popular actor. This picture is from when he was in the Amityville Horror, so it's definitely a really cool piece. The next thing that I bid on should come as no surprise. Pokemon cards, and yes, they are graded. So we have a 9 out of 10 that is a mint condition, as well as 2 8.5, so that's a near mint / mint condition Pokemon cards. All 3 of them are trainers. One of them is, or actually 2 of them are recycled trainers, and 1 is a first edition. You can see, I'll show you guys down here, the first edition stamp. The other one is a trainer gambler. This is a first edition as well. So that's actually what I saw when I was bidding on these, which makes them worth a good amount of money. At the bottom, you can see that it says 1999 Wizards. So it is one of the original Pokemon cards. There are a lot of like fakes and frauds out there, so you definitely have to know what to look for. All 3 of these cost me $24. They're going for between $45 and $60 a piece. Another thing that I wanted to go over, I actually didn't win this in the bid, but what I've been doing lately is I've been getting a lot of autographed memorabilia. Just because of everything that's happening right now, I don't see autographs really like happening in the near future. So I wanted to pick up everything that I could. I got this COA authenticated Tommy Fleetwood autographed Nike hat. So what's really cool about this thing is that the Nike hat is actually brand new. It's never been worn. You can see there's still a tag up here, but then it is Beckett Certificate of Authenticity. You can see the autograph right here. I won this in an auction. This only cost me $27, and the last one that sold on eBay sold for $145. So it's really hard for me to get rid of golf memorabilia, especially autographed memorabilia. I have a couple pieces of my own that I will never sell. So that's the only reason why I would get rid of this, is because I didn't actually get it myself. So it really has, you know, no meaning to me personally, which is why I got it to resell, because it was just an awesome deal. Okay, let's get into the bigger ticket items. The first thing that I got was this Miami Heat Ron Harper jersey. Now this one didn't come with an authentication either, but as you can see, here is his autograph on the back right here. Again, like the Ryan Reynolds picture, I researched his autograph online and they are absolutely identical. So I know 100% that this has got to be real. You can see the pen markings on the back as well. This only cost me $20, and I looked up ones that weren't authenticated and they're selling for about $75. But if I can 100% guarantee the buyer that this is in fact his signature, then this could probably go for well over $100, maybe even $150 to the right person. The next thing that I got was this RG3, Robert Griffin III, Washington Redskins Nike NFL jersey. I actually didn't really want this, but what's cool about it is that the Redskins are no longer a team, so now it's more of a collector's item. If you're familiar with the NFL at all, the Washington Redskins are now the Washington football team. I think they're actually going to keep that name. This one, I didn't necessarily want this. It's a huge size. I think it's a double X. But if you really look at it, it looks completely unworn. There's no abnormalities or marks on it or anything. So to the right person, again, if somebody is a collector or anything like that, then this 100% will sell for a good price. This only cost me $13. So these brand new alone, you know, if you go to the NFL shop, are going for about $120 to $145, especially if you get, you know, one of the big name players. So again, to the right person that still likes him as a player and is a Washington fan, this could go for a solid return. And finally, this is what I really wanted. I kept an eye on this. This is actually what cost me the most. This cost me $60. It is a Jimmy Butler autographed, authenticated by, I believe it's Legends Signature Verification jersey when he was playing on Minnesota. I believe it's Minnesota Timberwolves. You can see back here, we have the autograph as well as the legend stamp again. So this thing, I was extremely excited to get it. I almost got outbid at the last minute by $5. Somebody had it for 55 bucks, and then I went ahead and jumped up to 60 and said I absolutely need to get this. So if this one, you know, if somebody's a Minnesota fan, again, it's all relative to, you know, what kind of sports fan you are. But to the right person, this could go for, I believe, $150, maybe even over $200. So overall, Proxibid is something that I'm going to continue using. If you watched one of my previous episodes, me and my good friend Peter, who is an absolute professional at Proxibid, discussed what exactly it is, how to make bids, everything of that nature. It was extremely helpful to me, and I have actually gotten a couple other things in some auctions since then. So if you're not familiar with it, definitely go back and watch my video, but that is something that is going to come up a lot more in my vlogs because it's just another avenue of getting items for cheap that you are then able to resell. So if you have not already, be sure to like and subscribe, drop a comment below, and turn on your notifications so you know when I post my next episode. Thanks for watching. Benji, even though he's asleep, he says, bye guys, like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.